sweltering heats of the Mojave Desert to the unpredictable habitat of Tanzania's Serengeti, from the murky depths of the Marina Trench, from the exhilarating heights of Mount Kilimanjaro, you have the pleasure of listening to From Chicago to Dummast, the Dummast Podcast. What's up, fellas?
Yo.
How y'all doing?
Yo. What's going on?
Yo, nothing much. Not nothing on my end. It is what it is, like I always like to say. It's been a long time since we did one of these, though. What's up, man? What's going
feel
on?
like a little minute, huh?
It's been so long since I've been with the crew. It's good to be back out there, guys.
We lacking, as the kids would say.
Lacking. We slacking, man.
We got caught lacking. It's all right.
Man, got caught wanting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, nah. We've been putting content on the page and gaming stuff, and we had the round table. So it's been about 3 weeks, but a lot has happened in those 3 weeks. We'll get to that stuff later. But Charlie G, what's been up, man? What you been up to? What you been working on?
Man, nothing. Got me a logo for my little gaming channel now.
Okay.
I'll show it to y'all in a little bit. But yeah,
I'm about to say, why you holding out, bro?
My bad. I just got it last night. You know, was going over some fine details with it. You know, Agent Cody Banks did it.
Oh, Agent Cody Banks.
You know, Cody Banks did it, man.
Shout out to Agent Cody Banks.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell is that?
Family, real quick.
Am I supposed to?
I did a. See, look, he don't even watch the content on the page. I did an interview with Agent Cody Banks. You don't know what's going on. You do interviews? Since when you been doing interviews? I didn't even know
him
you
and
knew how to
Nina
work
did an
on
interview
it.
with Agent Cody Banks.
I would be lying. That name don't say Agent Cody Banks. Wasn't it a different name?
It does.
Like an X name or something?
Banks. That's not even his real name, but it does say Cody Banks, though.
It says Agent Cody Banks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Really
Some of his music say Agent Cody Banks.
I'm sorry, Cody Banks. I apologize, bro.
Shout out to family real quick.
I'm leaving the group page. They don't know who I am.
Nah, he
what else been up, bro?
Like me.
What else been up with you besides logos?
Not too much.
Working on the channel. Yeah,
not too much, man. You know, maintaining, never staying the same, though. You know, I try to keep it mellow at my house, man.
So I've seen Nina like post some stuff. I haven't seen anything from you yet. Is it you just getting everything straight or?
Pretty much. I put out a Madden video a couple days ago on my page.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't show you didn't show it in the boardroom, bro.
Actually, I did.
That's the number one rule.
Actually, he did.
Actually, I did, and I don't think you watched it.
Why you talking shit
Thank
about
you
me?
Very much. Thank you, Ty.
Why you talking shit about me?
Thank you, because I definitely showed it to y'all first before I even
put it on the group page.
Exactly.
I don't remember that. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute.
My first online Madden game.
I do remember.
Oh, okay. It was my first online Madden game for next gen.
It's hard to keep track sometimes, man.
Shameless plug.
It is hard to keep track. I mean, we throw so much stuff in the boardroom, it's ridiculous.
Right.
What's been up with you, Ty? What's been going on?
Living life, you know how it is. Dodging COVID, you know how it go.
I ain't been doing
like a Shaolin monk.
It's been in the house and.
Hey, no, I've been working like a goddamn slave, bro.
I know, man. I know you've been. One of the reasons why we ain't did one of these, is because they've been cracking the whip on your back.
I ain't got no staff at work, so you know how it go.
Just you, huh?
It's me and two other people, and it's we like 3 people short, something like that.
Right.
Do you think they stopped doing surgeries? No. They still do surgeries. They still call like we're fully staffed.
I mean, people get hurt every day, B.
This ain't, man. Them doctors be in there, bro. Them doctors be in there doing appendectomies. They be doing stuff they don't even need to do, bro. They just be trying to get them dollars.
I heard you on the phone the other day talking about, I don't sabotage trays. Why? Who would sabotage a tray? What is that, bro?
Oh, I heard. Somebody probably said
you were talking
crazy
to somebody. I think it might have been yesterday. Somebody accused you of.
No, they weren't accusing me. They just said some little slick stuff. You know how it be. That's all. That's just inner work politics. It wasn't a real accusation or anything.
Oh, okay.
What's been up with you, Paul? About to slap somebody, man. Nothing much, man. Like we said, we have had a little hiatus from the podcast, but we have been putting stuff up on the channel. Game content like Flight Simulator and Ascent. I may have uploaded some Gears of War content, but we're getting to all that gaming stuff later.
Okay.
Took my kids on a little vacation, little family getaway. Went to Busch Gardens and stuff like that, but nothing much, man.
Why is it called Busch Gardens?
Did y'all have a blast? Is what I asked.
Did I have a blast? No, I wouldn't call it a blast, bro. I'm an adult. Like, I don't have blasts anymore, bro.
You just got bills and death waiting on you.
For me. I gotta come out of my pocket for that stuff.
Just bills and death. That's it. Why is it called Busch Gardens?
Why is it called Busch Gardens? I have no idea. Maybe. Oh, you know what? I have looked this up before. Ironically, I have looked this up before. I think the Busch company owns it. And in there, it's very gardeny. I guess they have like all type of plants and flowers, and it looks pretty cool. But I believe that's it. I don't know why I looked that up some years ago.
Probably the same reason that I'm asking.
Yeah, I look up random shit sometimes.
I think it's a pretty valid question, though.
Yeah.
Gardens,
I don't think it was a valid question. I thought it was a really weird question.
The Busch Gardens
he came out of nowhere with that.
Was earlier used to refer to the gardens developed by Adolph Busch near his home in Pasadena, California. Adolphus Busch. Adolphus Busch. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's his name. Adolphus Busch. But wait, you went to a place called Busch Gardens and you didn't wonder why it was called Busch Gardens? Am I just a strange individual? That's the way my brain works, bro.
No, I definitely would have looked at it.
Why the hell is this called Busch Gardens?
But it's not like spelled like direct, like a bush. You know what I'm saying? It's
spelled Busch like the beer.
Why do they call it Six Flags, bro? I don't know why they call it Six
Flags. Right, but that question pops into my head.
But you just went to Six Flags. You just went to Six Flags. Did you look up why did they call it Six Flags?
I've looked it up previously, yes.
So why do they call it Six Flags?
I don't remember.
But in
Chicago,
you don't remember. Like
in Chicago, we call it Great America.
I've always called it Great America.
Six Flags. It is listen. It's Six Flags. It's Six Flags Great America. In New York,
right.
It's Six Flags Great Adventure.
That's what I'm saying. I typically didn't call it Six Flags. I called it Great America.
It's still Six Flags.
I'm not arguing with you, bro. I understand that. I'm just saying what I called it was Great America. So the Six Flags.
Great America too.
I went to the one in Texas. It's called actually Six Flags over Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, they all got different. It's the same company, just putting out the same rides. All these amusement parks are the same. Just so you guys know, all the rides are the same with different names on. The Viper is called something else.
I could pretty much
like
say
out
that
here.
If you're talking about Cedar Point versus like Great America, I can definitely vouch for that. Right. They're pretty much the same. Only difference is the names.
Out here we have King's Dominion.
Right.
It is literally Great America. Just the ride.
We used to go to Kings Island, which is King's Dominion in Ohio, essentially.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay. If you remember the American Eagle, that old rickety roller coaster.
Yes, the wooden one.
Out here at King's Dominion, it's the same thing, but it's called the Rebel Yell.
The Rebel Yell.
The Rebel Yell, bro. So all these things is the same, but I don't even know how we got on this subject. But
you with the Busch Gardens.
Why is it called Busch Gardens?
Because why is it called Busch Gardens? Right. Oh my God! So, you did in between this stretch of podcasts, you did go to Great America. How'd you enjoy it?
Yeah, I went out there and walked through some COVID clouds. You know how it is. It's okay.
You had a mask on the whole time, didn't you?
No, just like when I was like in like dense sleep. Excuse me?
You bold, bro.
Oh, I thought you said
vaccinated.
You old. No, you old. I'm about to say what? You trying to wish death on me, bro? No, when I was in like more spacious areas, I would pull my mask down. But if I was in somewhere that was real densely populated, I would pull it back up.
Right.
I'm vaccinated and I still wear my mask, bro. I don't play. Like, yeah.
But I also work in like a hospital and I work in a decontamination area of a hospital. So I'm pretty sure I've been exposed to all this shit multiple times over.
Yeah, right. You probably had this shit 5 times.
My immune system is working overtime at this point.
Right. You're going to wake up in a cold sweat and we going to know what it is.
I think this man is wishing death upon me, bro.
I'm not though. I
think he's wishing harm upon my body.
I don't think this is a feasible conversation anymore.
Hey, did you had mentioned to me that you were taking your kids to Disney at some point? Like this year, next year, was that you though I was talking to? You talking about taking your son to Disney World?
Who the hell are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you, yeah.
Yeah, at some point we're gonna take a family trip. I don't know if it might be next year. Depending on my work situation, if I stay at this job or not.
Got you.
You know, I'm at the point
trying to duck out.
I'm at the point where
pissed him off this week.
Nah, bro. Like the funny thing is, like working in healthcare, like you get new managers, you get new directors and stuff, but it's like the same shit keeps happening over and over again. This is not the first time we've been short staffed and all this other craziness. But it's like it gets tiresome to watch the same process play out, and then a new person comes in. And they say that they're going to change everything the same way that the last person just said the same stuff.
And
but then they don't
the same.
Everything stays the same. They only stay for a couple years. A new person comes in, says the same thing. So it starts to drive you crazy after a while. Like seriously, if you don't have the mental fortitude, you will lose your damn mind.
What I ran into. Oh, go ahead, Charlie.
Oh, my bad. I feel like those type of jobs should like promote more from within, because obviously bringing in somebody else from a different department or wherever you got them from is not working.
It's all about the degrees now, bro. They don't care about hiring within. You gotta have that paper. If I would have had that degree, I would be the manager of my department right now.
See, but I just feel like people that work in that department or, you know, in those situations have a better feel for what's going on and a better problem-solving ethic.
But here's the thing.
Because they're tired of going through it.
Here's the thing, though. Even if you do that, there's so much red tape, you still not going to be able to change nothing. Because
the fight is futile.
Bro, they running these hospitals like straight up businesses now, right? Which they are.
I mean, they are.
But they're when I first started, I started working at hospitals in like 97. So they had more of a mom and pop feel to them and the way that they were run. They're totally corporate now. Most of them. I'm sure there's somebody somewhere saying mine isn't corporate, but the broad majority of them now are like super corporate. They got all these dumbass rules and you can only buy certain things that are on contract that make your job harder. Like it's just somebody up top is making dumbass decisions that's affecting the people down below and they don't care. Nobody cares. So that's why
we're paying $50 for a single gauze and shit.
Yeah. Well, the reason for that though is because there's somebody somewhere who can't pay, right? So that person doesn't have to pay, but then everybody else has to pay, and then it just keeps snowballing.
Got you.
You know, because saline don't cost nothing. Saline ain't shit but salt water, bro.
All it is salt water.
You paying for that bag and that salt water concoction that they done made, but you paying like $30-$40 for it at the very least.
That's crazy, bro. That's
when
crazy.
You can go to the store and get a gallon for $1.50.
And then you gotta understand they're making hundreds upon thousands of these, millions of them, right? So they're recouping their costs, but still, you know, you gotta keep getting that dollar from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Understand.
What I was gonna say is what I've noticed when it comes to like management or whatever is when someone new comes in, they always have to make the dumbest change. Yeah. Just to show dominance, just to show that they did
just
something.
To put their stamp on it.
Yeah, like I don't know why they do it, but I think it's because you know, they just want to do something, and if it worked, they can take credit for it, and if it don't work, they can say, "Well, I had to do it because the previous way was even worse." So I don't know, man. It's weird, and it's always scary when a new manager or director come in
because you don't know if they're crazy or not.
Man,
Correct.
You have no idea.
Yep. But let's get into some NBA talk, and we got a lot of NBA talk here because a lot is happening.
man.
So last time I was on here, I gotta eat crow because last time I was on here, the Suns were up 2-0, and I said that's it, they're done. By the time we do another podcast, the series will be over. You brothers said no, I think we all were on the agreement that the Suns will win.
I still had Phoenix, but I knew they weren't going to sweep. I didn't think they were going to lose.
I was the only one against Phoenix.
I didn't think they was going to lose 4 in a row. Like that's.
What? Come on, Charlie. I think we all were saying Phoenix.
No, remember I've been picking against
Chris
Paul the whole playoffs,
right?
Yeah,
you do
go
know,
back and look.
You do know
what do you have against Chris Paul, bro? What did Chris Paul do to you?
Nothing. I just been picking against him, and he been winning. So
why are you picking against him? Like I don't pick against nobody, not even LeBron.
I definitely pick against LeBron.
They put my.
I don't care. I don't like him, but I'm not picking against him.
Paul.
They put.
Stop saying that damn name on this podcast, bro.
See, you get in trouble, bro.
He shall not be named.
Voldemort.
No, they put my team out, so naturally I'm going against Chris Paul.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay,
there you go. All right, you just hating.
I'm competitive.
Right. You're just bitter. No, that's not being competitive. That's just being bitter.
Competitive.
That's just being bitter, bro.
They can't win it if my team didn't win it. Since y'all put my team out.
Once my team is out, I really don't care anymore. Once my team is out,
like I don't care. My team is not in there, so I don't care. But so back to what I was saying. I called for a sweep because the first 2 games I didn't see nothing there. And I didn't even think going home would change anything. Y'all brothers was right. I was wrong. But let me ask y'all this. You think the Bucks can get back next year? Because I don't see that. Even though they're champions, I don't see them getting back next year.
The East is looking a little spooky.
Looking a little solid.
Yeah.
I think my cousin was even talking about it's about 5 good teams in there.
Yeah. I still don't think the East is like head and shoulders like above the West or anything. I still think it'll be the West, which is the more dominant conference, but the East definitely loaded up.
Right.
They loaded up a big deal, especially with the Heat getting into the fray in the free agency mix. It's looking tough next year for everybody. The Bulls did pick.
Wait. Are we just gonna skip through this Bucks this NBA Finals thing? We just moving on?
It ain't much there. They won.
All right, let's just move on to free agency then. Let's go.
Because I just wanted to acknowledge the fact that I was wrong.
Oh, okay, cool.
Bucks won. Everybody know Bucks won. That was like 3 weeks ago.
So I think the what would you say is the biggest thing coming out of free agency? Is it the Bulls? Is it who?
I would say the biggest is probably Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, the biggest
news.
Okay.
Yeah, the
biggest news would probably go to Russell Westbrook.
Yes, I would agree. Even though I don't think that's going to necessarily make that team better.
Charlie say it's Miami 2.0, so you know.
What?
Essentially.
Wait.
Essentially, I'm not saying
we'll talk about the Bulls later. Charlie, you're gonna have to explain yourself.
I'm not saying the numbers match up equally or nothing like that, but look at the kind of players. I mean, LeBron is the same person, so you get that out of there. I mean, he's older, but at the same time,
definitely older.
Westbrook plays a lot like Dwayne Wade. I'm not saying he's the same person. I'm not saying they have the same game. I'm saying he plays like attacking the basket. He barely really shoots any threes. At the same time, Chris Bosh, I think Anthony Davis is a little bit better than Chris Bosh, but Anthony Davis isn't as aggressive as Chris Bosh. But they have the same kind of game. It's really, and they got Fizdale back. They're pretty much about to run the Miami offense. Honestly.
All right, so first off, Anthony Davis is not an all-around better player than Chris Bosh. I don't believe that. I believe he's better at some things, but I think Chris Bosh is a little bit different of a player. Was a different player than Anthony Davis was. Also, okay, you said on this podcast that having LeBron on your team turns people into a jump shooter.
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
you really think Westbrook is going to be out?
Supposedly.
I would hope
Supposedly.
not. I would hope not.
You don't want.
I would hope they're not having Westbrook out there shooting. Please.
This is the word out the camp. Supposedly, AD is supposed to play more center. LeBron is supposed to play more off ball, and they're supposed to let Russ control the pace. So we're gonna see how it goes, man.
I don't even know how I feel about that.
LeBron has
this.
stated in the past that he is gonna play off ball, and he has not done it.
How is he even gonna play off ball? Is he gonna be running? He gonna be running through screens like
he
Steph?
did in Miami, like he did in Miami.
What? He wasn't playing off ball in Miami.
He was.
He sure wasn't.
What?
He was bringing the ball up and down the court.
He was bringing the ball up. He was after the first season. He was initiating. Yeah, he was initiating most of the offense after the first season.
Yes.
Go back and watch some tape. Chalmers was definitely bringing that ball up.
I remember. I don't have to go back, bro.
Okay, we're not saying Chalmers never brought the ball up, but after that first season, LeBron was initiating a lot of that offense. He was controlling the ball a lot. He wasn't. Yeah. I would definitely not say he was playing off ball. No, that don't even hold up to LeBron's game.
I don't even know, bro. He was bringing that ball up like he was the.
I'm not saying he wasn't,
bro.
But
when he first got there, he was capitulating to Wade, and it didn't work out. Wade told him, "No, bro, this is your team."
Definitely.
Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of like a mix of what he does now. Like he don't bring the ball up every single time. They do have a point guard on every team he's played on, but he controls the ball a lot.
But it seems as if when he doesn't, everybody's just waiting for something to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I foresee that happening.
On every team.
I foresee that happening with your Lakers team because they have 4 ball dominant people now, right? You have Russell. You have Russell Westbrook.
I think Melo's going to start though.
You don't who?
Melo's not gonna start.
What's gonna be their starting lineup
right now?
Yeah,
I don't know. I can't even tell you who they're picking over. I wouldn't put him in as a starter.
Because they got rid of everybody. So who are they bringing in? Are they gonna start Horton Tucker? Yeah.
That's where I'm lost at. That's what I'm saying. The whole lineup is a toss up to me.
Yeah, you're right. Unless Melo plays power forward, he's probably not going to start.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
LeBron is a small forward. So yeah, they probably
It also depends on if Anthony Davis wants to start at center. He said he's going to play more center. Now, is he going to start at center? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of I know you're going to have Russ at your PG. So it's like, where does everybody else going to fit in?
I don't know, bro. Because what made Miami work so much so much better is once they learn to just, you do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing. They weren't playing so much ISO ball. They were moving the ball around pretty well. I don't know, bro. I gotta watch it. I gotta see it.
They both led the league in assists last year, so we're gonna see how it go.
I gotta see it.
They both led the league in assists last year, so we'll see.
I don't see this working.
I think Russ will sacrifice coming home to play in front of the home crowd, though. I think Russ will sacrifice because he wants a ring. He got tired. I think he got bothered a lot by that talk last year, and I'm not taking up for him. I like Brody a lot.
What talk are we talking about? What talk was it?
With Stephen A. Smith saying that he doesn't want to see him playing this hard and going home in the first round, and basically saying he's been playing this well. He averages all these triple doubles, and he doesn't have a championship.
Bro,
Russell Westbrook fired back, was like, I know people that have championships that aren't happy. So it just, I think that he says that chatter didn't bother him.
Get his ass up out of here. If he don't win the championship, he's gonna be unhappy. Like I hate when they do that, bro. Like a player of his caliber wants to win a champ. You think Charles Barkley didn't want to win a championship? You think Patrick Ewing didn't want to win a championship? Get the fuck out of here. And
plus, you know Westbrook got that fire too. Like he plays with a certain attitude.
I'll tell you this.
You know he cares.
I'll tell you this. I said in one of the other chats me and Paul are in, if he's on his last legs.
Yeah.
He's played for 4 teams.
It's definitely a decline.
He's played for 4 teams in 4 years. If this don't work out, He gonna be on the outskirts like Melo was. And I don't see him being able to adjust his game to come off the bench or anything like that. So,
I think he's too proud to come off the bench.
And then
he'll retire, bro. He'll retire.
Then the thing with the Lakers, the Lakers got really old, right?
Really old, bro.
Yeah, it's like you were saying like the Bulls had a bunch of players above a certain age.
Yeah.
Even if they did, right?
I can actually name y'all teams that won championships as old, probably not older than the Lakers this year.
It is a different game.
Well, not only that, but hold on. Even if they did,
before with old teams winning it is what I was saying.
Even if they did, right? We're talking about their starters. Like this is their starting lineup, right? I don't think
anybody's core was that old. With the core three Hall of Fame guys, I don't think they were that old. Maybe, but I know for a fact that I know that 11 Dallas team, they were old.
The Bulls were the first. They were 32.
And the Lakers' average age right now is 33.
Dallas was, so they would be the oldest. Dallas was the second, and then it goes all the way back to Boston in 69.
69, right.
And then the Bulls in 96, 97. They were 30. Well,
the 99 Spurs, and I believe the
Spurs are fifth
Spurs
at 30.
2013 Spurs also.
They were 29. But I mean, the thing with these teams, and actually the Miami Heat was the average age was 30.
Right.
So the Bulls have 3 of those teams, 95 until 98. That second three-peat. Then the Spurs, which was a goddamn dynasty. Then you got the Celtics, which was a dynasty. I don't know, bro. I don't think they're gonna be able to do it. To be quite honest with you,
I don't see that.
My thing with this entire team is free throw shooting. Because once you go up against somebody like
who can't shoot free throws,
LeBron, Brody can't shoot free throws.
Westbrook is a bad free throw shooter.
Yes, I think he's like 69 or barely 70.
I didn't know it was that. I didn't know it was that.
Yeah,
bad.
Man.
I know LeBron can't hit him when it matters.
He makes me so mad in the clutch with free throws, bro. Like, it just. But yeah, that's my only. And then you got Dwight Howard.
He don't shoot 65% last year. Jesus,
I'm telling you, bro. Like that's my main concern with this team is free throw shooting.
You know what's crazy with him is he shot as high as 84% before. But how the hell do you go from 84 down to 65?
To 69? Like, I mean, 65, yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like, what the?
That is kind of crazy. How do you decline? Like, usually people get better.
Right.
Look. I love Russell Westbrook's effort, but he's a very perplexing player to me because he's all over the damn place. He'll look so dynamic in one play, and he'll look like a damn jughead in the next play. It's like, bro, what are you doing? Like, he's just out of control.
Agree with that.
I wouldn't want him on my team, to be honest with you. Like, if my team so happened to get him, I'm like, okay, whatever. But I wouldn't want them to pursue him. If he like fell in a trade or something like that, so be it. I just think he's so headstrong and stubborn that he's gonna torpedo things if he's not the number one guy. So I need to see him succeed as the secondary or third guy, because on this Lakers team,
he's going to be third.
You put him third, right? So
he's going to be third.
I need to see him do it there. If this don't work, this is it, bro.
Can he play it again? Can he be the third guy?
I think when you get down to the third best player on the team, you got to be able to shoot, because that means you're not going to be dominating the ball.
But I think he can be better than both of them.
I think his game is not tailored to his game. Like you said, his game is perplexing. His game is made to be what it is.
Right.
He's got nights too where he's knocking it down. He's got nights where he knocks it down, but those are like.
But he's streaky with it. Yeah.
Definitely streaky nights. Brother. You know, my thing is I'm chalking it up to him coming home and being excited to be at home, but also let's see if LeBron can actually lead the team.
For this to work, some people are gonna have to change the way they play. And
all three of them. In my opinion,
that's an understatement.
Yeah, I
But
don't see this working, especially not in the first year. I mean, we
if they
even
go,
saw that
if
in
they go
Miami.
through,
Miami did not win the first year. They went to the
if they
went to
go
the chip.
through AD
Get it.
and play the offense through AD, it could work. But it's going to take a lot of sacrifice.
Okay, so once again, you're. I feel like you're putting more into my argument. There, you got ball dominant people. If they're going to run the offense through AD, then he has to have the ball. So then that kind of takes a lot of the steam out of Russell Westbrook because he needs the ball to be good. Unless he's just gonna be doing fast breaks.
If y'all go back and look up in them playoffs when LeBron and them were playing in Miami, he was playing out of the post. This is when everybody was saying LeBron could pass out of the post and how good he was out of the post and stuff like that. They're gonna have to play just like that, which is why I said them picking up Fizdale is kind of like them trying to recreate that whole Miami thing because Fizdale ran that offense. Spoelstra was a defense guy. It was not Spoelstra running in plays. It was definitely Fizdale.
What would you say their offense looked like last year, or the year before?
The Lakers?
Do they really need to revamp their offense?
Yes, because you cannot win championships going 5 to 7 minutes without scoring the ball. They had a lot of games where they did that, and if you look back in their playoffs, they're especially in the losses, they have runs of 8 to 9 minutes with no baskets. Great defense, but you have to be able to put the ball in the basket. And again, that goes to
LeBron can't carry a team anymore. Not in that manner.
It's not that LeBron can't carry a team. It's that when he goes to the bench, another part of your engine goes out, and you don't have anything to follow up with that. It kind of just makes you dissolve. If he had AD, I feel like they get past the Suns. That's me. But
yeah, of course, the Suns wouldn't have won if the Lakers weren't hurt. Yeah,
right. Denver, I don't know. That's a different kind of team.
If Denver has Jamal Murray, Denver wins the championship, in my opinion.
Denver was a tough out if they had Jamal Murray.
Yeah, if they have Jamal Murray, I think they win because Michael Porter Jr. is playing way better. I wish we would have drafted him, but we have the guy in our front office now who drafted him for Denver, so gives me a lot of hope. Let's talk about the Bulls. We've been talking about these trash Lakers for way too long.
Y'all done talked about Voldemort way too much.
We'll see who had a better record then.
I think the Lakers probably will. The Bulls are too young at this point.
I think the Bulls have a really athletic team, and I wish did they get Levine back, or is he still playing another
He's still
year?
under contract.
Okay, yeah,
they're working on an extension for Levine.
They're young, they're athletic, and they got people that can move the ball in Caruso and Lonzo Ball. So I feel like the Bulls, people are sleeping on the Bulls. Honestly, in my opinion, they're saying like a 5-6 team.
What do you think about the DeRozan pickup?
They needed a guy like that. They don't have a guy that you can look to and be like, all right, I need a big bucket like right now. I feel like DeRozan can kind of fill that role for them.
Not saying what do you consider Zach LaVine? Like, what are we talking about here? You think DeRozan is better at that than Zach LaVine? I'm not so sure I would say that.
I'm not saying shooting wise, but I feel like you can put the team on DeRozan's back and he can kind of ride y'all for a little bit. I'm not saying LaVine can't do that, but I don't think he can do that the whole season by himself.
He's been doing it. The last two seasons.
No, I mean not tire yourself out by the playoffs.
Yeah,
so you can actually have a seat.
I see what he's saying.
He needs a secondary guy. He needs help.
Yeah. He needs somebody that he can feed off of. Yeah. Definitely needs somebody he can feed off of. That's on his level too. You know what I'm saying? Not disrespecting any of the guys on the Bulls team, but I feel
you disrespect all those guys. Don't go ahead.
Well, I felt like y'all. Oh boy, what's his name? Markkanen. I thought he played really well, and I think he's been playing pretty decent.
The egghead has destroyed Markkanen, bro. Markkanen was on pace to be a really good player, and the egghead is just totally destroyed this man's
confidence. Who the egghead is. I know who
Jim Boylan, that trash ass, the worst coach. The worst coach I have ever seen in the NBA. By far, the worst coach I have ever. And he lasted, 3 seasons? 2 seasons?
Yeah.
2.5.
How? How?
Bro.
People knew.
He's as
People
bad as
knew.
boy Floyd y'all had
Bro.
back in the day.
Oh no, he was worse than Tim Floyd. Tim Floyd, look. He was worse than Tim Floyd because Tim Floyd didn't have no personnel, right? This dude had an okay team, and he was just a trash coach. We knew as soon as he took over from Hoiberg, he was just doing weird shit, calling timeouts with we down by damn near 20 with 10 seconds left. He calling timeouts to run a play. What are you doing, bro? Like you like what are you doing? This is not a teaching situation. They're not going to learn anything right here.
That's what you're trying to do.
You're just embarrassing them.
Right, you trying to create some teachable moments, bro.
Yeah, you're just embarrassing them at this point. Like what are you doing? One time a player had hurt themselves. He didn't call a timeout. The other team had to call a timeout. Everybody's running over this player. He just left him down there. It's like, what's wrong with this guy? He had marketing just being a spot up shooter. That's all he was doing. You got a 7-foot guy who can handle the ball, who can shoot, who can move, and you just have him in the corner to shoot a spot up shot. That's all. It's like he totally ruined marketing. Like I don't know what marketing is going to be able to salvage at this point. He's going to have to go to either Dallas or San Antonio. He has to go to somewhere that has a good system at this point.
Right. Yeah, I thought he was the bright spot for the Bulls. Honestly, I
was high on marketing at one point.
Let me ask y'all this: how good? I'll ask you: how good are the Bulls? I'm sorry, I'm not talking in the mic. How good are the Bulls going to be?
I think the 4 to 5 spot is accurate. I think can they overachieve? Yes, but you still have the Nets there. You still have the Bucks there. I'm not sure if
Miami's going to be good.
I don't know if Miami is better than the Bulls. I would have to see it.
I got them almost equal, but I think the Bulls have a little more talent under the hood.
I think you have,
in my opinion.
You got to look at.
I got Miami 4 and Bulls 5.
See, I think we got a better team than Miami.
I do too. And y'all was talking about how the whole Russell Westbrook LeBron thing gonna work out. I'm trying to figure out how Jimmy Butler and Kyle Lowry. Yeah, that's gonna be a work in progress too. And people think that's just about to take off. Kyle Lowry,
Who did they move for Lowry?
Did they move anybody? I thought he was a free agent.
They didn't do a sign and trade?
Maybe. Let me see.
I can't look anything up. My phone dead, and I don't remember.
Let me see.
I kind of thought he was a free agent, but
no, he was a free agent. But a lot of these moves have been signing trades.
Yeah, to save money.
Yeah. Do y'all got Ty? Do you think the Bulls can make a deep playoff run? If they pick up some pieces, they still need defense.
I don't know about deep. I think they're definitely. I would be if they don't make the playoffs. This is a failed season.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think I'm definitely saying playoffs. If they're the 8th or the 7th seed, that's a failure as well because they should be fighting for those top
middle 4th or 5th.
Yeah, they should be up there 4th or 5th. I mean, you got the Nets. I think the Nets are going to be like one of the best teams in the East.
The best. Yes,
definitely. You got Milwaukee again. You still got Philadelphia. You still got Boston. Even though I don't know if Boston's going to hold up.
What about the Knicks?
I got Boston 6.
It's the Knicks, bro. It's the Knicks.
I mean, they made the playoffs last year.
The look on your face when you said
it's the Knicks, bro.
They added Kemba Walker.
It's the Knicks, though.
Yeah,
I hear you.
There's teams in every sport where even if they do good for 2-3 seasons in a row, you like it's the Knicks.
You like they ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, it's the Knicks, bro. Like the Knicks' best shot was when MJ was running the East and they couldn't get past. MJ.
I believe that too. I believe that.
They couldn't get past MJ.
Actually, I believe their best shot was when they went up against the Rockets in the finals that year. That was they home run year.
Yeah, they had.
If they wasn't winning it that year,
no, they wasn't gonna beat Houston though.
No,
they wasn't gonna beat Houston. What I mean is
they had a squad. They did have a squad.
Yeah. When I say their best shot, I'm not talking about one season. I'm talking about like that was their best stretch, and they couldn't get over the hump.
The Pat Riley and Van Gundy days were their best stretch.
And since then they've been the Knicks. Paul, give me a baseball team where you say that.
You could have said that for the Cubs until they start winning.
Well, yeah, this is one of the reasons.
Before 5 years ago,
if anybody really knows me, they know that I really don't like the Cubs. It's because I've always viewed the Cubs as perpetual losers. Even when they did good, they would start to falter again. So you could have said that about the Cubs, but what was that team that just had that weird ass play this season? And I asked you, was it the Pirates?
Pirates been actually pretty decent.
They just had a play where somebody like suckered them into giving up a bunch
I think that was the Pirates.
Yeah, it's like
Javi Baez Javi Baez did something crazy.
Yeah. It's like there's certain teams where like if I was in the NBA, I would hate to play for Sacramento.
Bruh.
It would kill me.
Sacramento had a stretch though. You don't. They had like a 2, 3, 4 year stretch where they were like
they couldn't get past the Lakers.
They couldn't get past the Lakers. Right?
They couldn't get past the Lakers. Right. So I mean, it is, but it's like as of right now, a team that you're going to, I would hate to go to Sacramento. I know the Knicks are turning it around at this point, but it's the Knicks.
Guess it'd be like the equivalent of going to the Jets.
Honestly,
right?
I think I would just hate the
Timberwolves.
The equivalent of going to the Jets.
The Timberwolves. I would hate to go to the Timberwolves.
Oh man. Oh my God, they've messed up some big players.
So I'm sorry.
You're talking about teams that just don't have a good they don't
GM
have a
or front office.
Culture. They just got that funk. They just got that funk on them, bro.
It's snake bit, bro.
He said that funk
in the NFL, the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah,
they kind of trying to turn it around.
Yes, but the Bengals, yes. Even though the Bengals were doing good.
I said the Jets.
Yeah. So like I'm sorry, Knicks fans, if you're listening. I see the Knicks like
it's like 5 people that listen to this.
There you go.
Don't mean to be dumping on y'all team like that. But,
yeah, there you go. But no, I'm not worried about the Knicks. I think Nets, Boston, Bulls, Miami, the Bucks.
Yeah, I'm pretty much a players right there.
Yeah, everybody else
gonna surprise you.
Yeah, it's not gonna be no super
Miami,
crazy team.
You know,
and we got off the beaten path a little bit. What do you think the starting lineup is going to be for the Chicago Bulls?
Oh, we already know the starting lineup.
they put it out there.
It's Lonzo Ball, is Zach LaVine, is DeMar DeRozan, is Patrick Williams, and it's Nikola Vucevic.
That's a solid lineup.
It's a nice lineup.
That's three All-Stars in that lineup.
And then remember, we drafted the kid from Illinois as well.
Yes.
Who was playing good in the tournament.
Y'all know what? Not to cut y'all off in y'all Bulls celebration, but I forgot. The Miami Heat do have Victor Oladipo.
So what? It's Victor Oladipo. He gonna blow his knee. He's gonna blow his knee out again.
Bro, this dude just
he's gonna blow his knee out again. So I mean, I'm not worried about that at all. And no bad luck wish to Victor Oladipo. I just think he's injury prone at this point. Sometimes you get to that point where you just can't stay healthy, and he keeps having the same injury. Because I think
Kemba.
Yeah, I think he re-injured that same leg when he went up for that dunk in the mid season.
Yeah, he had 2 injuries off that leg, I believe, too.
He had a kneecap injury, and then he had some type of quad injury.
Yep.
So yeah, it is what it is, bro.
It's crazy because like the Cubs pretty much Cubs was, they had the star power, and they, pretty much dismantled the team, try to restart over. And now the Bulls is like, literally the day after that, we start seeing these signings from the Bulls. Lonzo Ball, DeRozan.
This dude came in,
crazy.
Not to cut you off, but this dude came in. He revamped the lineup without any draft picks.
Yes.
In a year and a half. Even if you want to call it a year and a half, in a year, basically.
Mm-hmm. And revitalized the energy on the team.
Right?
Yes.
Like, this is the way you run a front office. I'm sorry. And I might just be I might be a hype Bulls fan right now, but I see the difference. Paul probably saw the difference when the ownership of the Cubs and the leadership of the Cubs switched and they started.
Yeah, when Cubs got Theo Epstein, I was like, oh, okay, we're winning the championship.
I feel something. I'm not saying the Bulls are going to win the championship, but it's definitely a different. It's a different vibe. We're not
Right.
holding on to players for too long. He got rid of all the packs and trash. The only one that's a holdover now is marketing, I think. Right?
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, Felicio. That was it for him.
He got rid of Sadaransky. All these people are gone now. Archie Diacono, whatever the hell his name is. All these little scrappy Kurt Heinrich type of players. At least for right now, we do have Caruso.
Who I
But-
think is gonna flourish in y'all's little system too. Like Caruso is a good pickup for y'all.
Man, I'm
Like,
just
he hustles.
I'm
Definitely.
hyped, man. I'm back. I
hustles.
I see red now, bro.
and Paul, no,
I
I've
see red.
been watching the Bulls. I never stop watching them. The Bulls and the Bears. I'm gonna always watch, no matter how bad they are.
Right.
Because those are my Chicago teams. I'm not a big baseball guy.
Right.
So, and I don't watch hockey. So those are the two teams that I really focus on. And I watch almost every game that comes on, as long as I'm woke and I know that it's on.
Right.
Yeah, I'll be back in it. I think I kind of strayed away after those Bulls playoff teams where they kept getting knocked out by the Heat. I kind of
Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
I mean, that's to be expected.
That's kind of disheartening though, because they was going into those series either winning the first game and losing the next 4.
So, bro,
or like-
that series really bothered me. I mean,
That's disheartening.
That was
That
not
happened a
fair,
couple
bro.
years in a row for the Bulls,
They were
too.
like hacking us every time we went down the court.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like you
Well,
wanted
LeBron
you
does
wanted to
that.
see Derrick Rose in them.
LeBron lets you
succeed.
get the first game to see what you're doing. And one thing about LeBron is he's a very intelligent basketball player.
Definitely.
He has a good
So
basketball.
he makes his adjustments and things like that. You got to have a squad to break his will to win. And once you do that, you're gonna win.
Right.
Right. Let's move on to Maria Taylor. So on the last podcast, we were talking about the whole thing with Rachel Nichols. Is that her name? Rachel Nichols, and seeing some well, I don't know if they were disparaging remarks. She just said, she said what she said. But and I don't even want to get into that, but it seems like Maria Taylor is on the move, and she's gonna be working with NBC Sports. Like, so Todd, do you know what is she doing for NBC Sports? Is she doing the Olympics? Or
Right now,
what is
she's
she
doing the Olympics, but I don't think NBC has basketball, so she's gonna be doing other stuff.
Definitely.
sports related or just like
sports. She works for NBC Sports.
Gotcha. Wait,
So, they don't have basketball, so she's going to be doing whatever else they have. I think they have Sunday night football. Is that
Yeah, Sunday
they
night
have,
football.
NBC had Sunday night football. So yeah, she'd be doing that. Oh, that's a big gig right there.
they have
Definitely a big gig.
they have golf, I believe. They have a few sports.
Yeah. Oh, so is she getting the bag, right? How much?
Oh yeah. I
they
think she
say
got
how
like a
much she
$2 million raise. A $2 million raise more than what she was making at ESPN.
How did she get out of ESPN? Did she just ask for a release? Or?
Her contract.
No,
was
her
up.
contract was up, and it just so happened
perfect
that
timing.
exactly that Rachel Nichols thing
Perfect
happened at the
timing.
exact perfect timing for her to be able to go in and snatch another bag from somewhere else.
She gonna sue you? Is she gonna sue ESPN?
No, bro.
No.
She's just moving on.
She don't have to.
Just moving
She
on.
don't have to.
Sue them for
Like,
what?
When
I
you
don't know.
can see
People
the
always
trash
find a way to sue
process,
somebody.
when you can see the trash process that they go through as far as minorities, it's getting a lot better. I'm not gonna lie about that, but over the years you can see it though. Like they've had a trash rapport when it comes to minorities being on that TV screen for ESPN, especially
Bro,
women.
We've talked about this before. I don't like. What is this bad report? Because I don't see nothing but chocolate faces on that, bro. Like I don't know. Like when you say bad report, what do you mean?
You hear with the grumblings. Look at Chris Broussard and how he left. Like he didn't leave on bad terms, but you can
Not
see
only them, but
ABC period.
the chick and Michael had some type of problems with
Jamel Hill.
Jamel Hill and Michael. I forget his last name.
Michael
Wilbon?
Smith.
They had
Smith.
made them like the headliners. They were like the anchors
Yeah.
of Sports Center at one point.
Right. Like, because after first take, they would come on, and basically start cleaning it up. Like they were really good. And
there's been some problems, but I don't know if it's
when you said that, I thought you meant like they're not well represented with people of color. That's what that's the way I took that.
I believe
it's the treatment.
It's,
got you.
It's the treatment of them.
Understood. I got you.
And I just think that I think they could do a lot better with the treatment of their blacks outside of Stephen A. Smith. You know what I'm saying? Like it seems like they don't take care of them. And that's the vibe you get when you see black anchors or black reporters come away from ESPN. It just, for some reason.
Do they take care of anybody though? Outside of Chris Berman? Chris Berman and like those guys who have been around since the 80s. Everybody else seems like they can just go at any time.
What's the dude that do baseball? Oh, goodness, what is his name? The skinny. I can't think of his name. But he been around forever. They keep
Buster Only.
Somebody. No, not Buster Only. He's an anchor, but he'll anchor like one time every 2 weeks.
Kenny Mayne.
I think it's Kenny Mayne. Yes.
Yeah, he comes around every now and then.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like they man.
What happened to Bomani Jones?
Bomani Jones, I don't think he's ever really anchored anything. He just be on some shows every now and then. Like,
right. I mean, but he was a face that you would think he showed up places, did his job. You know what I'm saying? You would think they would have tried to expand
he's like
his
an
role.
Analyst.
He's more of a contributor.
Right. He's going to show up on different type of shows. Like, hey, we need you for this week. You know?
Yeah. Right.
They have a lot of people like that.
He has a podcast with them though.
Yeah,
he does.
Yeah, he has a show, but he used to show up a lot on what's the name of that one?
Around the Horn.
No, it was Around one in the morning that I really liked. This
what
show.
Was the one with him and Dan Le Batard?
Yeah,
Dan Le Batard that's what I'm talking about. Dan Le Batard. Yeah, Dan Le Batard. Yeah, that was good. I actually watched that. I mean, listened to that a lot on ESPN radio. But no, I didn't want to talk too much about that.
He had Highly Questionable too.
There you go. That's the name.
That was him.
Yeah.
So he did have a show.
Yeah, he did have a show. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. Why didn't he expand his role?
He still has Highly Questionable, right?
Who?
I haven't watched. I apologize. I haven't watched ESPN for years.
So I thought the Highly Questionable was just like
I believe Le Batard
that
is
was
gone.
on something else.
No, Highly Questionable is a show.
So that was its own show. Okay.
Right.
Okay. I don't watch a lot of ESPN.
Yeah, I haven't watched ESPN in years.
Anymore. Like, I remember I religiously watched ESPN and I just fell off.
I used to watch it every day.
It was before they tried to control how you think about sports. Like I feel they have. I feel like
every media company, bro. They all do it now.
I get that.
CNN playbook, bro.
I feel like ESPN has become more egregious over the past probably 7 years or so, in my opinion. Like I used to didn't get that vibe from them. Maybe it was me getting older. I don't know, but it just seems like they're more narrative driven now, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I think like you're not listening for stats and news.
I think they've always been narrative driven. I think it's just getting worse.
Just overall, period.
Just overall, period. Because like when LeBron came out, bro, it was all about LeBron. When like they tend to just run with the hot story. And then they tend to create, like they put all those rumors and stuff. I think it's been like that for a while. Once they blew up, and they weren't just the sports channel, they became super narrative driven.
Okay.
I definitly get that vibe from Fox, which is why I don't watch a lot of their.
I don't watch Fox because the fat black guys over there. I'll never cut that channel off.
The fat black guy.
I don't even care to watch
the racist fat black guy.
Whitlock.
Yeah, Jason Whitlock. I don't.
Whitlock.
I don't even want to watch one of his shows.
Don't even
by
get
accident.
me started on him, man.
I don't like. I'm trying to think. Is there anything on Fox Sports that I watch? And I don't think. I mean, like if baseball is on, but that's the main Fox channel.
That's Skip is over there, right? Skip and Shannon is over there, right?
Yeah, I watch a little bit of Undisputed.
I don't watch it.
Yeah, I watch a little bit of that. I watch that on YouTube.
Until I can't. Yeah, I watch it on YouTube too. But I can't. I'll watch it until I see Shannon fanboying so much, and then I got to turn it off too.
Skip.
He be killing me, man.
LeBron James
Shay
can cure cancer. Skip.
That's pretty much what he be saying on there too. Like, come on, bro.
Hey, let's get into something I think is cool. Let's
What's
talk about
that?
some outer space. Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson space race to low orbit space.
Jeff Bezos.
He got that dough.
Jeff Bezos. Man,
Boy, what the hell was that?
What, bro?
What the hell was that?
Come on.
Jeez.
Was this interesting to you guys? I mean, it's
I didn't.
like
I haven't watched either.
I
I haven't watched either of them, to be honest with you. I just
go
know
back on the internet to watch them, or
I don't care.
Interesting as in how?
I don't know, man. I'm really into like outer space and planets and black holes and dark matter. I'm into all that, like time dilation. I'm into all that. You start talking about stuff like that, I'm
like.
I am as well, but it's like they didn't do anything that we haven't done already. So why am I getting excited for this?
That's true.
What's this I hear about them not even being called astronauts? Like they can't give them that title
because they were in a low orbit.
They're not astronauts. That's why.
No, technically you're an astronaut if you go out there, but they were in low orbit.
You just said that they was in low orbit, so they can't be called astronauts. Then you said technically they're astronauts. That don't make any sense.
No. I think you misunderstood. You're not an astronaut until you go into outer space. They weren't into outer. They were low orbit outer space. They were
so technically they're not astronauts then.
Right? They're not. But what I'm saying is, if they would have went, then they would be considered astronauts.
I mean,
I thought once you left the Earth, you were an astronaut.
We were talking about this.
I mean, I can jump up and down right now and I leave the Earth. I'm not an astronaut.
You can fly in a plane and you leave the Earth. You talking about the Earth's atmosphere?
Yeah, you didn't leave the Earth's atmosphere, sir.
Right, but
no,
still, no, they're not. They're not. I may have said that wrong, Ty. They're not astronauts until you leave. What is it? 1,200 feet above, 1,200 miles. I'm sorry, above Earth.
Okay.
I don't know. It's interesting from the standpoint that I guess that they are trying to commercialize space flight or whatever. But
yes,
I want us to get to the point where we're colonizing other planets, and I just want to skip all this in between stuff. But I'm probably not going to be around, so
No, they'll be on Mars. They'll be on Mars within the next 10 to 15 years, for sure. But it's a one-way ticket. Whoever go there, they ain't coming.
Oh yeah, it's over with. Yeah, once you there, you there. Yeah, once you there, you there.
They're gonna move to Section 8 up there.
Boy, stop it.
Get us off this.
You was nuts. That was a good one for real.
You get up there and be like, somebody come get me there. I'll be shooting.
This ain't my Section 8 on Mars. Oh, it's beautiful up there.
I'm on the dark side of the planet. Damn it, man. What happened? We can't grow nothing over here.
Tell Verizon to cut the internet back on. I ain't got no internet.
I'll tell you one thing though, Mars will be juking.
Oh, you know it. It'll have the best music this side of the solar system.
Man.
I
don't know, man. I've always been interested in stuff like this. Like, okay, let me ask you, Charlie. If you had the means, if you were a billionaire, would you take that trip?
Yeah, but I would try to go through all the special training and all of that to go further than what they did. I mean, if you got that much money, why are you shortchanging yourself? You know, because if you got that amount of money, I'm going through all.
This was just a test.
I'm going through all the training. I'm going through everything they really have to go through. If I'm serious about it, I'm going through the whole thing. I'm not shortchanging or half.
You got to understand. You got to understand these are billionaires. So like something go wrong, then you just not a billionaire. You just a dead person.
Yeah,
so
this was just a test. Bro.
Yes, they went up there just so they could say, because they're going to start again, like Ty said, they're going to privatize these flights to low orbit outer space with Blue Origin and Virgin Galactic. Those are the companies. So they basically did it to say, hey, I did it. It is safe. You guys can do it too. It's probably gonna
Right.
cost a bag just to even take an
What?
hour flight up there.
You think
You
it
say
ain't about to cost-
probably? Of course
you think
it
it ain't gonna cost over
Yeah.
500,000?
Bro, I'm thinking that joint is gonna be the I was just reading the young dude that went up there on I think it was the Bezos one, the
Mhm.
Blue Origin one. He had to donate like $1 million to certain charities just to take that ride.
I
So
believe
I
it.
mean, it's gonna cost. It's gonna cost. It's gonna be in the millions, bro.
Definitely.
Your average
Definitely.
Tom, Dick, or Harry ain't gonna be able to go over there and afford that one. But I mean, it's cool, and I would do it. But again, I'm.
You ever watch that movie? Was it Elysium with was it Matt Damon?
I haven't seen Elysium.
I think it's Elysium, where essentially
happened?
all of the rich people were like living up in like these high towers and stuff, and all the poor people were living in squalor down on the earth.
Right.
I'm not,
I haven't seen that one.
we might get to a point where all the rich people living out there in spaceships, bro, and then we just down here on Earth, suffering.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Is this the movie where he had to shrink him?
No.
It was a movie with Matt Damon where they had to shrink him. And he went to outer space. He went to outer space and he lived on a tiny, I don't know, man. It was a weird movie.
No, he didn't get shrunk. No.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it was called Downsizing. That was what it was called. It was called Downsizing.
I feel like Paul is making stuff up right now.
No, bro, it's a movie.
I feel like Paul is making stuff up. I ain't never heard of no damn downsizing.
Go ahead and look it up.
The hell?
It's called Downsizing. It's Matt Damon, and he got shrunk, and his wife got shrunk too.
How many times does this dude? Yeah, I see it actually. How many times do they send this dude to space, bro? Like,
yeah, because he was on that Mars movie too, right? That was a really good movie.
That's one of my favorite movies right there, bro.
That was a really good movie.
He was on The Martian. He was in The Martian. He was in Interstellar. He was in Interstellar.
He was crazy as shit in Interstellar, bro.
That was a good movie.
Dr. Man.
That was a good movie. For real.
That's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorite. That's one of the movies that
Elysium, essentially down on the planet, everybody was poor, dystopia, basically cyberpunk type of stuff. And then up in the I don't think they were in outer space. I think they were just like towers. You had all the rich people lived in like these white glorious towers and stuff. I can foresee this happening with this space stuff. All the rich people gonna be on Mars.
100 years from now,
they're gonna be somewhere else.
They're gonna find a way to distance themselves from us poors.
Yeah,
you know.
I'll be dead in 100 years, so I'm not worried about that.
Yeah. But yeah,
I mean, I'm just not into. I'm cool with them, like the science of it. I love the science of it. I love, but to see the two rich dudes have a pissing contest, it's like.
Basically, that's what
as long as
I started to put that as the tag.
As long as I didn't pay for it, I'm good.
Oh, we're definitely gonna pay part of it. Watch.
How we paying for that? They use their own money.
We're gonna pay for that somehow.
No, man, I think it'll be cool. I mean, even in low orbit, it would be cool just to
definitely,
just see the Earth from that distance and get that overview effect.
Right.
Are y'all familiar with the overview effect? What that is?
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, you go into outer space and you feel this this need to, I guess, care about the world more because you're just seeing it from a distance. They say every astronaut damn near goes through it. It's just something with your brain. You see the world and it changes you. And you just become a more conscious person when it comes to Earth. I mean, they
start rapping like Talib Kweli and stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Common.
Right. Take your shoes and socks off and you just right. Put a little shell, put a little shell in your dreads. But they said we as the Earth, like as a people, once they saw the Earth from the moon, that's what made them really start tackling like pollution,
recycling and stuff like that.
Yep.
Right.
That's that overview effect. We didn't really care about that shit until they were like, okay, damn, we're really out here by ourselves. Let's keep what we got. But even to more of an extent of it, I think that's a lot of the reason why they're trying to explore Mars and other things, because I mean, Earth ain't gonna be here forever. We need a plan B. But I don't know. I just thought it was cool, man. I thought it
Definitely
was
was.
cool. I like
Definitely
the
was
space.
cool.
Did you any of you guys watch the space jump a few years ago? Got to jump from. I don't
Yeah, I
even know
saw
if he was
that.
in low orbit. He wasn't in low
I don't
orbit,
see
but he
that.
jumped. You didn't see that? That was pretty cool.
I'm gonna have to check
YouTube
it
that
out.
shit.
Okay.
YouTube that shit. Yep.
Definitely.
That's all I got to say about that. But let's get into some games. Motherfucking games. The
We need
Ascent.
some. We need some music to play or something when we start talking about the nerd shit.
Yeah. Just make a beat, bro. You need to get back into making beats, bro. What's
COVID psyched all my I think one of my COVID side effects was not being able to make music anymore.
Yeah, I do need some new beats, bro.
It's like when you lose your taste. Same shit.
Right. That's hilarious. You need a new palette.
So Ty, what are your COVID symptoms? I lost sense of taste.
I don't know how to work my NPC no more, man.
I'm real offbeat now.
Damn. You said that's called a metronome? What is
this? Oh my god. A sample? What is a sample?
Oh man. Drums.
So we have literally, since last year when we first saw the Ascent, like the gameplay, or since it was announced, we've been talking about this game. We finally got it. Ty, what's your thoughts on the Ascent? And we've actually, for the 5 people who do watch this show, we got gameplay up there.
I got it. I put it in my vagina and I enjoyed it very much.
Wow. So you're needless to say,
y'all are
you got
involved.
You got more.
Y'all are involved now.
Yeah, we're a couple now.
Okay, I got you.
We go together. We go together. No, I like it a lot, bro. Like for real. Like I thoroughly enjoy the game. But I like those isometric action RPGs. I don't know how if you guys have played Diablo and things like that.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it a lot. That's all I can say about it.
I thought it was cool. I bust that game open, and I like it, man. I like the mechanics. I like just that over the top view. It's a beautiful game. That's what's underrated, and I don't hear people talking about it. The artwork on that game, the just the backgrounds, and just how it's like cyberpunk in a more artistic way. I think the game is beautiful. I think it plays really well. I haven't had any hiccups. I hadn't really played it on the PC yet. It's mostly been I played it on the PC for about a few seconds when we started to do that capture. And then I got off because we were having some technical difficulties on our end, but I hopped back on the Xbox. But it is a really, really fun game. And we're going to be playing it some more this weekend. But Charlie, did you get a chance to play it at all?
I did. I got into about the first probably hour of the game. It starts out kind of slow. I like it though.
Does.
The color I played on PC, by the way, and colors was popping.
Yes.
My only thing was I think with DX12 it was kind of stuttery a little bit at first, but I think they patched it and it feels a little bit better now. But the only thing I had a problem with was getting that you could shoot over the top of people.
Mm-hmm.
That was my hiccup, because I'm so used to in shooters, especially like twin stick shooters, you still have to kind of aim a little bit, even though you aiming with the stick. Some of the twin stick shooters use the L2 to lock on, but in the Ascent, I think it's like to shoot over people. So I like the cover system and all of that. But that was my only hiccup, was accidentally shooting over people.
I couldn't understand why I kept dying, and I'm like, I'm right up on these monsters. Why am I not killing them? But I was shooting wrong, and I was shooting over the top of their head. I figured it out. I'm like, oh, whoa, I'm a dumbass. I should have. I got this thing with games where I don't read the instructions because I'm just so hyped to get in there and just shoot some shit.
Right.
So I don't read how things are supposed to go. So,
right.
I don't know.
Most
I like
games come with a tutorial now too. So
I don't look at the tutorials, bro. I'm that guy. I am that guy. I'm not looking at. I'll figure it out on the fly, bro. I'll figure
In
it out
some
on the
games,
fly.
if I played a series of games and they pretty much been staying the same, I'll go that route. But something I'm like new to, I kind of have to feel it out in the tutorial to see, okay, how does this go? How is this gonna correlate? So,
Got you.
but I get it.
But yeah,
I like to rush into games too. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I read one tutorial in Red Dead, and I think I just came out shooting. So, but I think in Doom like that too. I think I did that in Doom, the Doom Eternal, when I got my PC. I think I did the same thing with that, but I figured it out. So
right. I don't know, man. I'm probably gonna be Ascent every day for the rest of the week and every day for the weekend, because me and Ty, we gotta hurry up and finish this and put it on the channel and move to something else, because we got so much games coming out for this Game Pass, bro. There's a lot.
Game Pass
I
going
mean,
in right now.
not even just Game Pass. I mean, you got the DLC, the Black Panther DLC for the Avengers, and
The War of
Back for
Wakanda.
Blood beta's coming out as well. So we got a
That's
lot of
tomorrow,
stuff, man.
actually.
Yeah. But before we even, because I want to get a little bit more into Back for Blood, so I kind of put that one to the side. Another review I want to talk about is Flight Simulator. Now, you guys both have seen my captures on Flight Simulator. How does it before I get into my review, how does it look to y'all?
It looks good to me. I mean, it looks far more realistic than I thought it would. I haven't had the chance to boot it up and play it, so I can't really speak to it. But it does look pretty good. And I've seen some people doing some crazy stuff. I've seen people build these gigantic simulators and things like that. And I can see why they would do that, because in a lot of ways it does look like you're really up there flying around.
Right. It's pretty cool, man. I showed you a capture where I actually flew over your old job. So, and it's, the maps are like I could fly over my house, man. I was flying over I actually nicked Trump Tower, it's pretty cool, man. Like I that's a game that I can be on for hours, because every place I wanted to go, I could just go, go. Well, let me go see what Niagara Falls look like. Let me go see what the Louvre looks like. You know what I'm saying? Let me go fly and see the Eiffel Tower. It's that type of game. I think it's fun. I think like you said, it's very lifelike. Man. This game that's the cool part, because it just feels like you're in a plane. And I'm playing it for the Series X and S right now, but I did have it for the PC. And this is not the first time I talked about Flight Simulator on this pod. It's just that now it's a little bit more convenient for me to play, because I can play it in my bedroom, or when I want to capture, I just come here in my office and boot it up, man. But it is a really cool game. Thoroughly impressed with it. Only thing I did not like, because and I talked to Ty about this a little earlier, was I think the pyramids of Egypt look kind of weird. Stuff just popping up right in your face. I think that was the only. Yeah, like you'll be flying and you'll just see stuff forming, like.
Yeah, pop up.
Oh, pop in. It's called pop in. In open world games, it happens a lot.
Yeah. And like, Tad had to talk me off a ledge, because I have gaming content of me flying over these things. And I'm like, I should just yank this stuff down. Why is it doing it? He was like, it's pretty, bro. Like, get caught up on it. I'm a perfectionist.
Ain't
bro.
nobody gonna be mad at the channel because of that. Let me just put it that way.
Them CTD MFs got popping.
How come they didn't fix this pop in before they put this up on the channel? Nah, nobody's doing that.
It's some people out there like that.
The biggest,
some folks out there
the biggest open world games.
They're far and few between, bro. Yeah, they're far and few between.
GTA does it. Red Dead does it. Assassin's Creed does it. Yeah, it's just a problem with open world games and the coding. Right. It's nothing you can actually do about it. But I will say, it looks really good to be on console. I didn't think it was going to look that good.
Did you see the one I put up of me flying over the pyramid, the Giza pyramid?
No, I saw the one.
Check it out, man. Check it out.
I saw the one of you flying all through Chicago and almost crashing a couple times. Like I said, the game looks phenomenal, and the way they use Google Maps to even map it all out and detail it
cool,
makes it look even better. But it's one of those games for me. I'm not about to play because it's too many gadgets and buttons and
No, they have flight assist. They do have flight assist, which is still somewhat difficult. Don't get me wrong. It's
Right,
still
I heard
difficult
that
to
too.
land and stuff like that. But when I was playing for the PC, I had no assists on. I don't even think they had assists. So like it was very hard. And I was landing planes easy. It seems like it was easier on the PC than the Xbox. With
Really?
Certain things just seem, but then that was the one time I did listen to tutorials. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known what the hell I was doing.
Yeah, I like the simulation of it. I'm just more of a, I guess, in my habits with GTA and all of that. So if I can get it to where, I guess if I map the buttons like that, I guess I'll probably sit down and give it a try. But let me look into the controls and I'll probably come back.
Get on that, man. It's fun, man. You'll love it.
it.
You'll love it, man. I mean, but like I said, only strike, which ain't a big strike now, that talked me off the ledge, was the pop ins. And that's just more of a capture thing. I wouldn't care if it's just me playing it.
Right.
And I think it's a lot of trees. Like,
Ty
brought that up.
They just threw trees everywhere to hold space.
So y'all think it's just oversaturated,
trees, bro?
Like I think it's a lot of trees in the world, but
nah, bro.
Yes, there is a lot of trees in the world.
When you see the gameplay and you just see, it's not that many trees in Chicago, bro. Not like this.
Not only that,
it looked like Chicago is like a. It looked like Chicago is a damn rainforest, bro.
I'm gonna have to check it out. That's funny.
Yeah, man. And you know why they put them trees up there, man. They just try to hide certain things, bro. But I mean, other than that, these are nitpicking. These are nitpicking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the game is phenomenal.
The game looks beautiful. The game absolutely
the game is
looks
phenomenal, and that's probably something I'm gonna play for years to come. Yep.
Years.
All right, let's move in.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, bro. You see how I am on Forza? How's that any different?
Man, bro, he be forecasting years of gameplay,
bro. Because I mean, bro, you literally can go anywhere in the world.
That's what I'm about to say.
There's always going to be something for me to see.
You can fly anywhere on that mug, and that's what I'm saying.
You're talking to an extreme.
I can fly to Antarctica, bro.
You're talking to an extreme introvert. I really don't care about flying anywhere in the world.
I kind of agree with him. I'm an introvert myself, but
it does not move my loins at all. At all.
I'm talking about a game in your vagina.
I'm just saying,
now
bro.
Your loins,
I'm just saying.
Question: Where?
I love watching people play it though. Like
the loins are like your inner thigh, I believe, right? Your upper inner thigh.
Your upper inner thighs. But it's
like
mostly near your, where your man cave hangs out.
Your man cave? What?
Yeah.
What is the man cave? I know what a man cave is, like a basement, but like what is the man cave?
The area down there.
What area?
The area. This man.
You talking about the tank?
To be vague.
Are you talking about the tank? The fleshy fun bridge?
Yes.
Wait, we may be wrong. They saying it's the lower. It's the sometimes. Okay.
That was a good one. I ain't heard that in a minute. That was a good one.
No,
I had to laugh at that.
Somebody I know, he was like, "Do you know why they call it the tank?" I was like, "No, I don't know why they call it the tank." He's like, "Because it taints your it taints your balls and it taints your ass."
That makes sense.
That's a good one.
Okay, man. Enough about that. Let's get in the Steam Deck, bro. Ty, you pre-ordered this thing, didn't you?
Did I? Why are you telling my business?
Don't you say you pre-ordered it or you
why you telling my business? Why you telling my business?
Party at Ty House when the Steam Deck come out.
You trying to get me robbed? You trying to line me up?
Reese.
I did not know that it was a big secret, which is Steam Deck.
No, I did pre-order. Or I put the
you put the ticket in.
I put my $5 reserve in there.
There you go. You spent $5 to get on the list. So
tell
us about it. I'm pretty sure you spec'd all this out. Tell us about it.
It's just a handheld PC essentially. Imagine the Switch that's bigger, that has a AMD Ryzen CPU in there. I think it has 16 gigabytes of RAM. All of them have a NVMe SSD. or just the top two have an NVMe SSD?
Yeah, I think the lower level
the
one.
lower one has just a smaller SSD into it, but it's not NVMe, so it's not going to be as fast. Too? Yeah, they all have memory card slots. So it's just going to be a portable computer. I mean, there are already devices like this out.
Yeah, they've come out with these before. Yeah.
They tend to cost a little bit more money, but you have such a reputable company right now in Valve doing it. So I have a little bit high hopes for this one. Valve is a company that I trust, so I don't think the quality is going to be bad or anything. They're saying that you can install any of the PC stores that you want, so you should be able to play all of your PC games.
Yeah, so you can get any kind of OS.
Yeah, you can install Windows. It runs a version of Linux.
You get the Windows store,
but you can
get the Windows store.
You can install Windows
on Linux, but
That's
you can install
cool.
Windows.
Yeah, you can install Windows, so that means you can install the Microsoft Store. You can have your Game Pass, and once you install Windows, you got Epic Games, you got Origin, you got the Ubisoft stuff, you got GOG, you get all of that stuff. So essentially, like for somebody like me, I've been PC gaming for well over 20 years now. So not well over, but about 20 years now. So I got hundreds of games in different places and locations and stuff. So to not just be locked into Steam, which has the majority of my games, I'm not gonna lie, but essentially you can also have a portable Xbox if you think about it.
Right.
Because you can play the Forza, you can play the Halo, you can play the Ascent, you can play all of that stuff because you're going to be able to put Windows on there.
Now, like the original Switch, you know how you can add a controller to it, or you can hook it up to your TV, and now you have a larger screen. Just in case, just say you at a hotel, I've brought my Switch and hooked my Switch up to a TV at the hotel. Like, can you do that with this, or is it awesome?
Yes.
That's awesome.
They say any of those devices, those USB-C devices that can get HDMI out and stuff like that, they say any of those docks will work.
That's what's
That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. That's clutch. That's clutch, right?
To be able to take. I'm
gonna let you be the test dummy for it. I get one.
To be able to take your PC games anywhere, like you would like a Switch, or like now with Xbox, PlayStation kind of getting into the fray a little bit. It's a breath of fresh air, because who wants to lug around a desktop when you going out of town?
Nobody.
I have a hard time even wanting to bring my Xbox. So this is why I talk to you guys about that G Story screen to add on to the Series S, at least when I'm out of town, because I've been going out of town a lot this year. I don't know, man. I'm sounds good. It sounds like it's good, but I'm gonna let Ty be the test dummy for it. And I'll probably eventually get it if it's anything like the Switch.
I don't think you can get one until quarter 2020.
It's gonna be next year.
That's what I was about to say. Mine,
it's gonna be a while.
I think mine is second quarter of next year. It's either second quarter or first quarter, and I did mine like a day later because I forgot about it. So anybody coming after like me,
I mean, we talking a while, but I'm still gonna let you test it.
You like the middle of the year, end of the year. But if the pandemic stuff goes away and the chip shortage goes away, I'm looking at mine right now. Mine is my expected availability is Q2 2022. So within the first 6 months of next year.
Got you. I ain't saying I'm excited, because I just know it's so far out. If I get one. But just keep us posted. I'm sorry, I was doing the Charlie again. Hopefully you do a review on it.
I'll do an unboxing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be dope. Be dope. Let's talk about Halo, bro. Unbox Halo for us. That beta.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think I was the only one out of all of us who played it. Feel like Halo, bro. Like it's kind of hard to, because I don't know which ones you guys have played. I think Charlie says he played last in Halo 2. It plays way different than that. but it's kind of like a modernized version of Halo. I guess that's the best way I can put it. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I got, like I was telling you, I got the itch to go back in there now.
What I see, because I saw your captures, and you did about 6 captures.
Mm-hmm.
They all look clean. Look,
Man.
I know you said you did it from different, you did it from through VMix and Shadow Play and some other things.
Right.
You grab the captures. They all look clean. This is a very beautiful game. And this is gonna run it. So this is gonna run at 120, right?
There's going to be different modes. I think at 1080p you can run it a variable resolution. You can run it at 120. But yeah, man, it's pretty nice, bro.
Yeah. I'll get hyped for this one. I'm not hyped for it yet because I know we got some other stuff coming out before that.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably looking at. You say we should be getting that by October. They're not gonna put.
I think it's coming in November.
Yeah, I'm about to say I think it'll be here probably right before Thanksgiving.
When does Forza come out?
I think that's November as well.
It's
either going to be September or November.
Okay.
Because I think
you don't think October. You don't think October?
I'm not sure about October. It could be.
I can't think. Are they gonna put out 2 big releases like that in the same month?
It seems like they would put it out when Call of Duty comes out.
No, they're gonna try to avoid Call of Duty.
You think so?
Yeah.
But they're not gonna cripple their own. They're not gonna cripple their own game.
Well, I'm not saying it to like. Well, yeah, that too. I'm not saying it to
I don't see them doing that.
Compete with them, but I feel like Call of Duty is getting really stale compared to like some of the games coming out. So
the first Halo came out November 15th, 2001.
Man, I feel old.
They have historically bounced around a couple of months. Halo 2.
Have they ever released in October?
Not. I think it's always been November.
Generally been November.
That's November and September is what I remember.
They usually come out
I'm
with
thinking
Call
it's
of
gonna
Duty.
be September then. It's gonna be.
They usually come out with Call of Duty because Call of Duty. Remember, y'all, it didn't used to be on PlayStation. It used to be just Xbox. You know what I'm saying?
When does Battlefield come out?
They pushed it back, I believe. They just pushed it back.
I don't think a date was
days
given.
ago. It wasn't a date given.
October 22nd is the one that I see.
But yeah, they pushed it back. They said.
So I'm telling you, with Battlefield, what about Call of Duty?
Call of Duty generally comes out in November, October, November.
They're not coming in November. It's probably going to be September.
So September or October.
So
you say they never released in October. So it's
the first Halo came out November 15th, 2001. Halo 2 came out November 9th, 2004. Mm-hmm. Halo 3 was 2007. Let's see, 4. Halo 4 was November 6th, 2012. And Halo 5 was October 22nd. So they did have an October release. And
September, October.
October came out. Halo 5 came out October 27th. But I think with Battlefield sitting there, I don't know if they want to come out the same time as Battlefield. I think it might be September.
But that's not one of their games, though.
It doesn't have to be one of their games. Typically, publishers don't release big games right next to each other. Not games that are going to cannibalize each other. Right. Typically, they don't do that. So it's just so much coming out.
It is so much coming out. I don't see
how because of the pandemic.
This.
And they might do November. They might do Forza at the start of November and Halo at the end.
At the end, yeah. Because Call of Duty generally, I believe, is the end of October going into early November is what they usually is their usual release date. I'm a Call of Duty player every year, damn near. So it's usually around the end of October, early November is when Call of Duty comes out. But like I said, with the franchise having such a dismal past release just this past year and people not being really happy about it, I figured they would go for the jugular and jump in there. You know, if I was a publisher and I knew that this franchise was kind of having trouble right now, I would kind of press them a little bit just to see how we would do. You know,
right.
You know, you're gonna have people playing. You know, you're gonna have a play with player count because Game Pass people are definitely going to be in it. But I would, as a competitive dude and a competitive publisher, I would put it out in a time frame with Call of Duty. Because
Have they even shown the Call of Duty stuff?
the new one, no, they have not.
And
They haven't shown anything.
I just threw some of that gameplay.
Yeah,
up there.
I see that.
They have not shown
So-
anything with supposedly Call of Duty World War II the second time go around, which
I don't want to be in World.
I don't want to play another World War
Yeah.
anything. I mean, like, come on, man.
I don't mean to cut you off. This looks really clean, man. This looks really clean when I was watching it, Ty. I was really impressed by the captures.
Yeah, they looked really good.
The switching back and forth between, I mean, it just looks really good. So
I'll
I'm
say
not
the
excited
gunplay
for it
looks
yet
a
because
lot- the gunplay looks a lot better. A lot better.
it looks really good. Like,
I mean,
really good.
It's I said a modernized Halo. I mean, Halo 5 was a modernized Halo, but they took away the thrust and some of those things, and they kind of changed it up. This is closer to the older Halo games, but it's still faster paced. You got the slide, you got the grapple hook now. It plays way different.
Do you think it needs the thrusters? I think it would need something like that in the bigger matches, right?
I like the thrusters, but with the sprint, you don't need thrusters per se. I think the thrusters changed it from Halo a little bit, changed it into something else. This is closer to traditional Halo.
I was hearing some people too saying that they didn't like the force of the jumping and the sprint jump. I guess they were saying like it was too much. I guess
I'm sure they'll
But-
make some adjustments. I mean, nobody is an expert on it right now. We just had one weekend with it, and we were primarily playing against bots. This particular match was against human human people, human players. But I really enjoyed it, man. I have this itch to play it like right now. But I haven't even, this was just the Slayer mode. I didn't even play like Warzone. I typically play Warzone or Big Team Battle, capture the flag. I like objective based stuff most of the time. But or either that or I like really chaotic stuff. This is more of the TDM type of game mode.
Right.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm kind of glad they delayed it to work on it a little bit more. Graphically, I don't have a problem with it at this point. And this was the multiplayer, so the single player is going to look better than this.
Yeah,
definitely.
So it is what it is.
Yeah, this is gonna get some play. This is gonna get some play,
only-
and I'm not
only
just saying
takeaway-
that this looks really good.
It does look really good. And my only takeaway is like, and this isn't a bad take either. Like it looked like they really doubled down on their fundamentals in this game. It just really looks like it didn't wow me or anything, and I'm not expecting it to with just like me looking at gameplay or anything like that. But it seems like they really doubled down on their fundamentals, and I feel like that's something that a lot of first-person shooters that have been out for a while can kind of take heed to. It just looks like a really good modernized Halo.
Yeah.
All right, so speaking of beta, and you mentioned it, Charlie, and this was not on the schedule for us to talk to, but before we get out of here, I want to talk about this Back for Blood beta.
Okay.
That's dropping tomorrow. And that's
Early
your jam
access.
right there. That's your jam. Actually, that's both you and Ty's jam. I never played Back for Blood.
And Nina.
Yeah.
Nina's like the
well,
she's like the Back for Blood.
Back for
Dead
Blood. Yeah, Back for Blood is a
expert.
new game. Left 4 Dead. You never played Left 4 Dead?
No.
Oh wow.
Really? Oh man, you missing out, bro.
Not really into the zombie shooter, so this gonna really have to.
But this is
wow.
not your typical. If you haven't played Left 4 Dead, then you've never played a game like this.
So what's the beta coming out tomorrow? Is it Back for Blood or Left 4 Dead?
Early
Back
access.
for Blood.
Back for Blood.
Back for Blood.
Yeah, if you pre-ordered the game, then you can participate in early access. Or there's another way. From watching people on Twitch, you can get a key for watching 60 minutes of gameplay on Twitch. If a streamer drops it to you or anything like that, you can get an early access key. But
did I pre-order? I pre-ordered one game. I don't know if it was the Ascent or this game. I know this game is coming to Game Pass, so I might not have worried about it.
It's cross-gen, cross-plat, so it's looking like it's gonna be one of them ones.
Okay.
To me,
I'm gonna require all y'all to capture some footage so we can throw it up on
oh,
the
definitely. I think I'm actually gonna stream on my channel that day.
Okay. All
So
right. When is this supposed to
it's
come out? Like officially? I know they got
October.
early access.
October
That's
12th?
another October one.
Yeah.
October 12th.
We got a lot of stuff coming out, man. We got a lot
and
of
the
stuff.
fall is about to be jam packed. It's about to be jam packed. But I love the way this looks in all the stuff in all the reviews for early access. That
It looked really good. It looked really good.
Goodness.
It looks interesting. So like I said,
running
I never
through-
really.
Oh, you never played? Not one.
I never played, but what I saw from the review, the previews and everything, it looks really fun. Looks fun.
I love how like when you killing the zombies and you like blowing stuff up, you can see the particles and stuff get all over the gun. You can see the blood get on your hands. Like it looks really, really good. So I'm just really kind of weary about the card system they were talking about. It's supposed to be a card system for PvE and PvE, two separate kinds of cards. But they're supposed to make your gameplay better, or you can adjust the cards to fit your game style. Then there are corruption cards that work against you. So I guess one of the reviewers I saw, he said he was playing the game and they had a card to where a horde would happen every 2 minutes. So not only will the horde happen every 2 minutes, but when you spook birds in the game, that's from Left 4 Dead. When you spook birds in the game, another horde will trigger. So while they were going through their
Charlie, this sounds pretty fun.
It
That
does.
sounds pretty cool.
I was telling you about
man.
Left 4 Dead, like when it first came out. Those Left 4 Dead
I'm
games
talking
were
about
pretty,
this card system he's talking
pretty
about.
fun.
That sound
But
pretty
just-
fun.
Yeah, but that's icing on top of the cake, bro. The cake itself is good too. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? So this is just modifiers, which Left 4 Dead
basically.
did put some modifiers in Left 4 Dead later on, Left 4 Dead 2. So this is just icing on top of the cake. This is just extra stuff.
And you don't have to use guns. Like they have melee weapons too.
Yeah,
Like they got bats and knives and poles and
machetes.
it's just,
yeah,
oh my goodness, man. That's
that's gonna be one of those games, bro. Like
Z.
I was telling Paul, like World War Z has a big update. World War Z is another Left 4 Dead like game, Paul. Then you got the Aliens game coming out. You got Forza coming out. You got Halo coming out. We're already playing Guardians of the Galaxy, Battlefield. Yes. So
War Wakanda
expansion
DLC for Avengers.
yeah,
So-
there's a lot of good stuff coming
A lot
out.
of stuff coming out, man. A lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
it's about
I'm
to go
excited.
down. We're
All
gonna
right, man. That's all I got. That is all I got. Y'all got anything else? Guess y'all don't.
I'm good, my brother.
If you want to catch us
I
on
said it's over.
YouTube, from Chicago to the Dummast Podcast. IG and Twitter, Dummast Podcast, all one word. Check us out on Podbean, Apple, and Spotify. Dummast Podcast. We are out.